and prove to the world and yourself that anything is possible. Today, we dive into the extraordinary journey of the Macklin twins, two individuals who embody resilience, discipline, and an unshakable belief in transformation. Their story is one of grit, struggle, and ultimate success, making them living proof that even in the face of adversity, change is within your grasp. You may have heard about their success as motivational speakers and influential coaches, but there's so much more to their story than meets the eye. What were the turning points that led them to embrace change? How did they overcome setbacks that could have ended their dreams? And, more importantly, what lessons can we learn from their journey to apply in our own lives? In this video, you'll discover how the Macklin twins turned their hardships into stepping stones, how they redefined personal growth, and how they've inspired thousands to do the same. You'll learn the habits and principles that transformed their lives, some of which might surprise you. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll not only feel inspired, but also equipped with actionable steps to begin your own journey of transformation. Welcome to Your Channel Name, where we explore stories that spark change and inspire growth. If this resonates with you, don't forget to subscribe and join our community. Let's get started. The Macklin twins weren't always the polished, confident figures you see today. Their journey began in the shadow of struggles that most wouldn't dare to face. Born into a world where expectations often felt more like chains than opportunities, they grappled with the pressure of societal norms that didn't align with their dreams. As young men, they faced countless moments of doubt, questioning whether they were even capable of achieving something greater than what life had handed them. Financial instability was a constant companion in their early days. They struggled to make ends meet, often working jobs they didn't enjoy just to keep their dreams alive. These experiences tested their patience and their resolve, pushing them to their breaking point. But what truly made their challenges unique was the societal narrative they were forced to fight against. The notion that they should stick to the path society had laid out for them, settle for mediocrity, and accept the limits placed on them. The weight of failure loomed large during their initial ventures. Attempts to build something meaningful often ended in disappointment, leaving them to wrestle with questions like, "Are we enough? And is this even worth it?" There were times when their goals seemed so distant that giving up felt like the only logical choice. But it was precisely during these darkest moments that the seeds of their transformation began to take root. They faced criticism too, sometimes from the very people they expected to support them. Skepticism and negativity surrounded their aspirations. Words like unrealistic and impossible were thrown at them repeatedly. Instead of succumbing to the weight of this judgment, they internalized it as fuel to prove everyone wrong. It wasn't easy, though. Each setback felt like a mountain they had to climb, and yet every climb seemed to strengthen their resolve. These struggles forced the Macklin twins to develop a resilience that would later become their trademark. They began to see challenges not as roadblocks, but as lessons. Failures became opportunities to learn. They understood that nothing worth achieving came without a fight, and that every moment of doubt was an invitation to dig deeper into their potential. The experiences of these early years gave them something invaluable, a mindset rooted in discipline and determination. It was a mindset forged in the fire of adversity, teaching them that change is possible only when you refuse to let circumstances define you. They began to believe that while they couldn't control everything happening around them, they could control how they responded. And that single realization changed everything. For the Macklin twins, the moment everything shifted wasn't a grand publicized event. It was a quiet but life-altering decision. They had reached a point where the weight of their unfulfilled potential was too heavy to ignore. The struggles and setbacks they had endured forced them to confront a stark reality. If they didn't change their approach, their dreams would remain out of reach. This realization was the catalyst for what would become their philosophy of transformation. It began with a simple but profound commitment to change their mindset. They decided that instead of seeing challenges as barriers, they would view them as opportunities to grow. This shift wasn't just theoretical. It required them to actively reframe how they thought about failure, success, and the work it takes to achieve greatness. They embraced the idea that their past didn't define them, and that their future would be shaped by the actions they took today. Discipline became their second pillar. They understood that motivation comes and goes, but discipline is what keeps you moving forward even when the excitement fades. This meant structuring their days with intention, setting clear goals, and holding themselves accountable. They began waking up earlier, dedicating hours to learning and self-improvement, and cutting out distractions that didn't align with their vision. The third and most critical pillar was action. For the Macklin twins, the realization that planning and dreaming were useless without execution was a game changer. One pivotal moment came when they decided to invest in a coaching program. This decision was risky, financially and emotionally, but they knew they needed guidance to break through their limitations. This step not only gave them the tools to succeed, but also introduced them to a network of like-minded individuals who challenged and inspired them to aim higher. Another turning point came when they chose to start their own initiative, a small coaching group aimed at helping others find clarity and direction in their lives. This wasn't just a business decision, it was a way for them to solidify their transformation by sharing their philosophy with others. The first few sessions were daunting. They weren't sure if anyone would listen, let alone trust them. But as they spoke about their journey with authenticity and passion, people started to resonate with their message. This moment marked the beginning of their rise as leaders in the personal development space. Each of these decisions wasn't made lightly. They were born from a deep understanding that if they wanted different results, they had to take different actions. These moments of commitment didn't just alter their course. They became the foundation for everything they've built since. The Macklin twins took the hard-earned lessons from their struggles and used them as the foundation to build a thriving coaching and sales training business. Every setback they had faced, every failure they endured, became a valuable teaching moment that shaped their unique approach to personal and professional growth. They understood that their story wasn't just about overcoming obstacles. It was about transforming those obstacles into tools for success. At the heart of their coaching philosophy is personal growth. They emphasize that change begins from within, focusing on cultivating the right mindset before tackling external challenges. By sharing their own experiences of overcoming doubt and fear, they inspire others to recognize that self-belief is the first step toward transformation. They guide their clients to identify limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering ones, setting the stage for lasting change. Accountability is another cornerstone of their approach. The Macklin twins are firm believers in the idea that success is a team effort. They've created systems where clients are not only accountable to themselves, but also to a supportive community of like-minded individuals. This structure encourages consistent progress, as everyone in their programs learns to celebrate wins, no matter how small, and use setbacks as learning opportunities rather than excuses to quit. Action-oriented change is the final piece of their strategy. They teach that no amount of motivation or planning will matter without action. This principle is woven into every aspect of their training. Clients are pushed to set clear, measurable goals and to take deliberate steps toward achieving them. Whether it's closing sales, building a business, or improving personal habits, the focus is always on execution. Their mantra is simple but powerful: progress, not perfection. Through their work, the Macklin twins have helped thousands of individuals and businesses transform. They've coached professionals to achieve breakthroughs in their careers, entrepreneurs to scale their ventures, and everyday people to unlock their potential. Their impact extends far beyond individual success stories. By building a culture of growth, discipline, and resilience, they've created ripple effects that inspire entire communities. Their business isn't just about teaching skills, it's about changing lives. Clients don't just leave with strategies, they leave with a renewed sense of purpose and a belief that they can achieve what once seemed impossible. This is the legacy the Macklin twins are building. A legacy rooted in the belief that with the right mindset, accountability, and action, anyone can rise above their circumstances and achieve greatness. The Macklin twins' teachings are rooted in 3 core principles that have guided their journey and inspired countless others to transform their lives. At the center of everything they teach is the belief that change starts with mindset. They often emphasize that the way you think determines the way you live. For them, success begins with the willingness to challenge limiting beliefs and adopt a mindset that focuses on growth and possibility. In their talks, they frequently share the story of how they stopped seeing failure as a setback and started viewing it as feedback, a shift that allowed them to embrace risk and take bold steps forward. Discipline, as they teach it, is non-negotiable. They argue that motivation is fleeting and unreliable, but discipline is what carries you through when the excitement fades. One of their most impactful examples is their 5 a.m. rule, a practice they developed to build consistency and structure in their daily lives. By waking up early and dedicating time to self-improvement, they created a routine that kept them focused and productive, even on days when they felt unmotivated. This habit became a cornerstone of their success, and they encourage others to adopt similar practices tailored to their goals. The third pillar of their philosophy is the importance of focusing on long-term goals over short-term comfort. They teach that real success requires patience and the ability to delay gratification. One story they often share involves turning down lucrative but short-lived opportunities because they didn't align with their ultimate vision. Instead of chasing quick wins, they invested time and energy into building systems and relationships that would pay off in the long run. This focus on sustainability has been a defining feature of their approach, setting them apart in a world often obsessed with instant results. Through these principles, the Macklin twins offer a clear blueprint for transformation. Their teachings are not just theoretical, they're practical, rooted in their own experiences and backed by real-world results. By combining a growth-oriented mindset, unwavering discipline, and a commitment to long-term vision, they've created a framework that empowers others to take charge of their lives and achieve lasting success. The journey of the Macklin twins is a powerful reminder that embracing change is the first step toward taking control of your life. Their story shows us that while challenges and setbacks are inevitable, they can be the catalysts for transformation if we approach them with the right mindset. Ask yourself, what must change in your life today to achieve your dreams? The answer to that question could be the start of your own extraordinary journey. The future belongs to those who dare to change. Start today. Whether it's a small step or a bold leap, take action toward the life you've always wanted. Because every great success story begins with a single moment of courage. If this video inspired you, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel for more stories that motivate, uplift, and empower. Join our community, and let's keep growing together.